a beautiful song. It's a beautiful song. You know, let's take a call before we do plugs.
Okay, well, we're different.
Give us a call at 866-969-1969. My wife hates me. Sirius 206 XM 103. We're live. We are live in New York City. Drive time in L.A. Who do we got?
Well, I don't think I can take it yet.
Why?
There's no name on it. Usually I wait for the name to come
It doesn't fucking matter. Just say, who's this? That's how we do it.
I know, but they might not know that you're talking. How do they know?
Because they'll hear your voice.
Hello?
Hello?
Who's this?
Oh, it's Dr. Jeff. See, the name
It's
came out now.
Dr. Jeff. How's it going?
He's our first call.
How are you?
How's it going?
I'm doing well. How about you? It's been a long while.
I'm not doing well.
Where have you been? Why haven't you been calling us?
I got a new job, A, so my hours shifted a little bit, and B, it's hard to get through. You guys are popular now. Important guests. I've dropped to your priority list.
No, you're up there. I have to have a biopsy next week.
That doesn't sound fun.
On my thyroid, they found a nodule on the thyroid, but they said the worst case scenario, if it's cancer, they cut it right out. That is
all right. Well, it could be worse then.
I don't know. I don't know if it could be worse than that, but everybody
I'm excited about it.
Everybody I ever talked to said thyroid cancer is not like the big killer. Hopefully.
Got it. Well, I hope that's the case. Good luck with that.
Well, you're just a fucking therapist, so you don't know any of this kind of stuff. You know?
Hey.
What?
Why don't you pull back a little, okay?
You're right.
But
so I should talk to him about my mental state.
But since we don't have another guest right now, I would like to ask, like, how come nobody's, like, all the therapists that listen, nobody's fixed us? Like, Dr. Jeff, how come you haven't given us any tools or, what is your thing in the handbag or?
Maps was kind of my thing.
Well, here,
remember that.
What is it?
Maps.
Oh, yeah, maps. How come you've given us no maps?
Doctor,
go ahead, Rich.
I have a question. Here's what we argue about with Bonnie. Now, I'm kind of like, I grew up in the street. I'm more of a street type person. So Bonnie will say something to me, and I'll go, no. But I don't mean no like against her. I'm going, no, like in no way. Do you understand what I mean? Like when people go, no.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Okay. She thinks.
So he'll ask, okay, let me just put it this way. He will ask me a question. Hey, today was
ask you, or you'll just come up with a statement.
No, you said Ryan Lochte. You said, oh, he hasn't won anything, or something like that.
I said, did he win anything?
Okay, that's fine. It's fine. That still works. He said, did he win anything? I said, he's the second most decorated swimmer ever. And Rich goes, no.
No, I go, no. Okay, there's a way of going.
So I said, hey, don't say no if you don't know.
Yeah, but she doesn't understand.
That's all I'm asking.
I'm saying
his no was more like a no way. I
yes.
Believe that, right?
Do you get that? Do you get that as a doctor?
I mean, I get that as a guy,
yes,
and as a psychologist.
So when she's taking it personally, like I'm saying no to her, like I'm discrediting what she's saying, and people where I'm from go, no, get out. Okay, so can you tell her to quit flying off the handle, that it's not personal?
Could you quit saying weird shit like fly off the handle? I did not.
That is a weird saying.
I did. Out of the frying pan into the fire.
A little fish fry.
Could you please use the language as it's intended? And then he goes to me, he goes, you don't use any street talk?
Yeah.
I was like, no. Who uses what?
Yeah, you don't talk like fucking slang at all ever, or fucking,
Use some street talk?
Yeah, some street. You don't talk street at all?
No, I don't.
Well, I do.
So after all these years of being together, this is your biggest problem?
No, here's the other one.
No.
This is what
he loves that word. He loves it.
No, I meant no as in no this time. But you agree with me. You can say no, like get the fuck out of, not.
Dr. Jeff.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I've learned, and
hang on.
I think this has been around.
It's not that hard to just change.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was my show.
No, he's giving you advice. Why do you got to talk over a doctor?
I'm not talking over him. I was interjecting.
Over a truck driver. He had something smart to say. Go ahead.
All I was saying, Rich, it shouldn't be that big of a deal to just pick a new word. I think you should be able to work that out.
No, but why do I have to change who I am? Because she's too dumb to accept. I'm not dumb. She can't accept that.
That one doesn't bother me, honestly.
That I'm not discrediting what she's saying. I'm just going, no, like, get the fuck out. No way.
Well, Mr. 141, it should be all right to pick a different word, I think.
Oh, really? Maybe there's a compromise. Why does it have
Maybe.
to? Okay, and here's the
And
other thing.
what would be the compromise, Rich? You continuing to do exactly as you want?
I do what I do, and you throw yourself in front of a train.
That sounds like that's...
Here's the other one that she gets mad about.
Uh-oh.
When I make a round sandwich on those little whole wheat rounds.
Why does it have to be a round?
Yeah.
It can be any sandwich. This works for any
Okay,
sandwich.
but mainly I use the whole wheat rounds that don't get too many crumbs because they're whole wheat rounds. You know what I'm talking about? What ones I'm
I'm with you.
I'll take a paper towel, I'll put it on there, and I'll make it, and I'll hold it on the paper towel instead of wasting a plate. And then when I'm done, I could wipe my face with it and throw it all out. But she says, you have to use a plate. Why don't you use a plate? But what's the difference?
Well, I'm also teaching him that you don't throw plates out, so there's no wasting.
I was going to say that was
plate.
the first problem with this whole scenario.
Do you understand, like, people make sandwiches on a paper towel? Karen, I have to remember your name. Do you agree? Do you make all your
So
sandwiches?
I think it's more wasteful, right? If you're throwing away a paper towel every sandwich.
No,
you've got
you're
a
going to
plate.
wipe your mouth after the sandwich anyhow, aren't you?
I'm not getting that much shit on my face.
Oh, really?
I'm not.
But you don't wipe your mouth even if you don't have stuff on your face?
No, not really, no.
And wipe your hands?
With my hand. Maybe I'll wipe with my hand, and then I'll wash my hands.
Yeah, and then
You
what do
sound
you
like a
dry them
sloppy
with?
eater, Voss.
A hand towel that's hanging in the bathroom.
Same thing.
No, it's not.
Listen,
'cause
if
you
you
gotta
think
throw it
Rich
in the
should
wash-
use a plate, if you want to weigh in on the controversy, a napkin or a plate,
You gotta
866-969-1969.
What is your reasoning, though? Is it environmental?
No, sadly,
what
it's
is
not.
it?
It's just because he gets crumbs everywhere.
I don't get crumbs. No, because I make the sandwich.
Right.
Here's the sandwich. Let's reenact.
see, yeah,
Here's
I
the
got it.
sandwich on here, right?
And then you wipe the crumbs on your
Listen,
face after.
No, listen to me. Listen to me. Late to the party. Here's the sandwich. I don't mind. Pick it up. I eat over that.
Yeah.
Eating. Watch Dr. Steve. I mean.
For those who can't
Okay.
see, he's eating
Okay.
over a piece of paper.
Okay, and then,
Good substitute.
and then I'm done with it. I crumble the crumbs in like that.
Okay.
Then I
Oh,
let-
that's the other side of it.
Yes.
Oh.
So isn't that good?
Well, I don't know. It's hard to argue with that demonstration.
Oh, okay. What is this that he brought us in here?
But just relax.
So how's your new job? What are you doing?
I am working for an organization working to connect college students with wellness resources. Loving it.
He's Karen, you don't know him. He's one of our therapists, I call.
Yeah.
He's a therapist, but he's from India. Like who would go? Do you know what I mean? Like he's a therapist. And you
Well,
walk
he might
in.
have dealt with a lot of stuff. He probably knows like some dark stuff.
No,
But how did he fail out of anesthesiology?
or pediatrics?
Any kind of surgery.
Those are the rest of my cousins and grandparents. I
Do you-
fell off the wagon.
Do you have a lot of doctors in your family?
Good handful for sure. Yeah.
Politically, what side are you on?
I'm pretty Democratic leaning, but I'm an independent.
Good, me too. Me too. It's
Yeah,
good to hear
absolutely. I think voting along party lines is a little silly, but again, I tend to lean that way given my profession.
that. And everything's cool in Denver? No floods?
No floods. Denver's awesome. We got it going on here. We're growing. We're doing things.
Well, thank you for calling in to the least exciting radio show in the history of the world.
You think
Yeah,
this
it's
is
a
bad?
slow start, but it's okay.
You think this is bad? You should have heard our podcast we did today. Fucking horrific. It was horrific. It'll go up tomorrow. My wife hates me on Riotcast.
No arguments from Bonnie.
No,
That's a great plug right there.
no. It's titled "Please Don't Tell Your Friends."
Is that how you titled it, or don't
No.
tell anyone?
Don't tell anyone. That's how I titled it. So you have
Okay.
a new job. It's good to hear your voice. He emailed me. I said call, and because we missed you, Doctor. What's his name? Jeff.
Yeah, you got
If
it.
you want to ask a psychologist anything,
I do.
Now's your chance. Go
Go
ahead,
ahead.
Karen.
Okay, so I was mean to this fat person, and people think that I'm projecting my own addictions onto her. Is that true? So like a magic eight ball?
It
Is
can
he
be
like-
true, but it doesn't sound like it in that scenario.
Oh,
No, he can totally
he just
diagnose you from 4 words or less.
knows. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I jumped down your throat a little bit.
He doesn't need the whole story.
No, he's amazing. All right, thank you.
How can we get him and Jenny to have
Because they're both too nice. They're
a help off?
because they would be like, oh, well, he's correct. And then he'd say, oh, I think she has a good point. And it wouldn't be.
Yeah, but they could do a good
I'm
help.
disagreeing.
I think
You enjoy
Did that
disagreeing?
a long time ago.
What's that?
Yeah, they were both on
Did we do
together.
that one of my first calls?
Yeah, no, it wasn't your first. It was about your third. But a help off. And did we do a help off with them both?
No.
think it's a great idea. I'm in.
Nobody has ever made any kind of like, hey, here's the can I just give you guys a little bit of advice?
No,
never.
No, Jenny has.
Never. Of all the fucking therapists that have ever called us,
No, Jenny has.
you'd think one of them would be like, Bonnie, get out.
Jenny has given us good advice. See, Dr. Jeff, here's the problem. This is why I lean towards...
I got other calls.
This is why I lean towards Jenny, and I really like you. But I play golf with her. What do you have to bring to the table also?
Come out here. We'll go rafting, whatever you name it. We'll do it here.
I can't hear you. You're breaking up.
I
Sorry,
can't-
I had to hang up.
You didn't hang up on him.
Yeah, because it was like too much.
It sounded like he had the car door.
Yeah, it was like
open.
You didn't say
golfing or
goodbye or
something.
thank you for calling. That's
I
what
He can sit now if he's listening.
Thank you for calling Dr.
Jeff.
Thank you. I like that he doesn't think I need therapy. He thinks I'm not projecting. That makes me feel good because I think I am.
What, when you attacked the fat girl on TV?
Yeah.
Are we still going to talk about that?
No,
we don't.
she
No,
did
no,
the
no, no, no.
reunion, which I think we should go take a look at. Okay, Jay from Bakersfield.
Oh, that's in California.
This guy's his hashtag I'm with Rich.
Go ahead.
But, yeah, man, I'm totally on your side with this one. Not only do I use paper towels to make sandwiches, but I also use it to heat up pizza and other
Me too.
other handheld food. So if she's going to be on your ass about
Yes.
using these fucking paper towels, I suggest you use a plate and then leave that fucking plate in the goddamn sink and let that bitch clean it up.
No.
Oh, don't worry. That's complaint number 7.
No, you know what? I also, if I'm making a hot pocket, not only do I put it in the hot pot in the pocket, I also put it on a paper towel, and I put everything in the microwave on a paper towel. Why use a
Dog.
plate? Why waste a plate?
No wonder you have cancer. You're eating fucking Hot Pockets.
No, only once in a blue
Oh,
moon.
he's switching sides. This guy.
Real fast.
Once in a blue moon, and I haven't been diagnosed yet. They have to do a biopsy, but once in
Well,
a
I'm
blue
on-
moon.
Well, I'm on your side. I really love you, Rich. You guys take care.
Well, thank
Aw,
you,
why don't you
Sybil.
two get married? You fucking, you know what? Not allowed to say it anymore.
What?
What? Fag. I was
No,
going to
we
say
don't
that
say
word.
that. We say-
I never say it around my dad's.
We say cock gobblers or hellbound.
Ah, God. Bonnie used
What?
what's it called? Some kind of
What? Well, we were
homophobic slur or something?
we listened to a real liberal. We were listening to Sirius, the comedy coming in the car, and I don't want to say his name, but a real liberal comic, very left wing, very progressive left, and he's doing a bit, and he's going, and the scenario was like, it's like bringing a retard to McDonald's. But, you know, these guys that are so left will say retard, but God forbid, you know, they say, you know, kike or color, you know what I mean, color, whatever, you know what I
Right.
mean? But they're so quick to throw out that word retard, huh?
Yeah, people forget that mental illness is, an ethnicity.
No, it's not. It's not.
They're not. I mean, they're born.
Yeah.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's not an ethnic.
All right.
No, you can be in a car accident. You know how, like,
Oh,
if you're in a
right,
car
right.
accident, sometimes you come out black? It's the same thing.
I mean, I think I have brain damage.
No, we know that.
We
That
know.
is-
I know that. I'm sorry.
Did you make that
Dr.
shirt?
Jeff just texted me.
Did you?
I knew
This
that.
shirt's expensive.
Did you make that yourself?
Did I knit it?
Did
These
you,
straight lines?
did you knit that like in some kind of when you were in like a hospital in like a fucking occupational therapy? Like
Let her knit. Nah.
I remember when I was in the fucking psych
That's cute.
ward. When I was in the psych ward, I made a little box with a butterfly on it. And look what I made when I was in the psych ward.
Chuck from Missouri.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Good, how's it going?
Good.
I got two things. Number one, hey, Rich, you got to have to dumb yourself down because I'm a truck driver. After your statement, the first caller, that you're not a trucker, you're not near that fucking dumb.
Oh, I didn't mean truck drivers are dumb. I'm a big fan of truck drivers.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
Okay.
You really stepped in it. 90% of our listeners are.
First of all,
truck drivers.
I do apologize for that because I'm a truck driver when I fucked Bonnie.
Well,
But
okay, Bonnie asked the question.
a British
Bonnie asked the question
I
about.
apologize to you if I offended you on that one. That one I'm wrong.
All right. Well, Bonnie asked the question, how come none of the therapists have ever helped y'all? My answer is Bonnie doesn't need help, and there ain't no fucking help for you, Rich.
Thank you. I take my apology back, okay?
Now that comes to you from a truck driver. How about that, bud?
Do you go cross-country? Do you go cross-country?
Yeah.
This guy's wasted.
Yeah.
You go cross-country?
They all are.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you guys...
Yeah, I'm an over-the-road driver, yeah.
So you're... Like,
what we should really be asking these truck drivers, honestly, is what's your pill load? You know what I mean? How many? What are you on?
No, but here's...
This is anonymous, so let us know.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
Is it pot and ADHD drugs?
Right. That's what I'm thinking. Adderall. It's got to be like a little of this, little of that.
You're a sleeper. Your sleeper, is it hooked up?
Yeah.
Do you get a lot of, like, rest area pussy in it?
I'm too damn old, Rich.
Oh.
Shit, I'm 65 years old.
Oh. Do you own the truck or you
Yeah, those
run
blue
for a
pills are
company?
expensive. They're really expensive.
Is it your truck or you drive or something?
That plus the cost of the hooker. I mean, it's crazy.
Can you let them talk?
No.
You don't let our talkers talk, and that's what I have to talk
Our
about.
talkers talk? Is that what they're called?
Our callers talk.
All right. Well, I just wanted to address that.
Well, I'm a big fan of truck drivers. I really am.
Thanks, Chuck. You're the best.
I like trains, too.
Do we take more calls?
Take another call or two. Yeah.
God, this is so painful.
Okay, it's great.
I'm not going to talk at all during this call. Joe from Milwaukee.
Milwaukee Comedy Cafe.
All of our callers are named Joe from here on out.
I got a question that Bonnie and Rich might be able to answer on their own, but the psychologist would be good to have a standby. Listen, Imus got in trouble. He got fired for what he said. Anthony Comey, I got fired for what he used freedom of expression. He had expressed himself.
Yeah.
Tracy Morgan, they were threatening his job. Now, we have a First Amendment right of freedom of speech, freedom of expression. If anybody ever fucking fired me for what I said, I would take them to court and sue that fucking ass off.
Well,
no matter what it said in the contract.
Well, okay, but
violating my First Amendment right is the point.
Yeah, but here's
no. You can't. You also even your employer is allowed to dictate what you're allowed to do at your job.
Yeah, you don't have.
You can't just like walk. If you're a waitress, you can't just walk up to a table and say like, "Look, cunts, what do you want?" and then expect to keep your job. I lost my job 3 times that way.
Okay, Tracy Morgan told that joke, called his son a faggot or something.
Yeah.
And they took him around, made him, no, you can't make me apologize. You're violating my First Amendment right. Why didn't he fight back?
Because there's too much money involved.
NBC.
And it's all sponsors, and it's all about money. That's all it is, sponsors and money.
I understand that, but if I had money, if I had a company, and Tracy did that and said, no, I'm not fucking apologizing, you're violating my First Amendment right, I would stand behind him and support him on that. There would be a lot more
but wait, hold on. If you owned a company, say you own whatever, and a person was working for your company, and they say they were doing sales, and everybody that didn't buy, they go, you're a fucking motherfucking dick cunt, all right?
No, that's different. That's after work. Anthony was at home on Twitter.
But no, we're talking about Tracy now. Okay, then
no, I know. We're talking about anybody that's ever been in trouble for what they fucking said.
Well, there also is, I don't know if there's a clause, but there's a lot of times there's a clause where you have to like uphold the standards of the company, even when you're at home, even when you're representing where you work. I have no idea if that's like a thing in that contract.
This swimmer just lied about being robbed in fucking Rio, and he lost 4 endorsements already.
Here's a perfect example.
Yes. Well, people run scared.
Donald Trump says what the fuck he wants, and nobody can do nothing about it. That's the point right there. Like, if somebody fired me, I'd fight him for it. I'd fight him on it.
Well, yeah.
All right, now, this brings me to the joke I made up. You want to hear it?
Yes, let's hear your joke.
Yeah, go ahead.
Why would
Okay. Sorry. You knew it was going to be terrible.
What? It might have been a good joke.
No.
It was going to be racist,
No
probably.
matter what, that was better. Oh, that was great.
Okay.
That's my favorite.
Let's go to Joe from Louisiana.
There's floods there.
I know, it's horrible.
But you're up on all the news.
I just wanted to let you guys know that I knew that.
Go ahead, Joe. You there?
Is there anything else you know?
Bonnie, did you call me Joe?
That's what it says there on the thing.
Bonnie decided all the next callers were named Joe a while ago.
Bonnie, it's Tony from Louisiana.
Oh, I'm sorry, Tony.
Sorry. I'm a farmer. Paper towels. Okay.
Yeah.
Remember this. I'm with Rich now. He can use the paper towels. I have them in my truck. I use the big blue shop towels.
Okay.
And Rich can keep it clean. He can use the paper towels for that. And, he's just a good guy. He's using paper towels. Paper towels come from trees, a renewable resource. So,
well, not as renewable as we would like, is it?
But also paper plates come from there, and I do raise some trees. So y'all are doing, he's doing the good thing, Bonnie. He's
yes,
doing the good thing.
And when you use, go ahead.
You know what I find fascinating, honestly, Tony, is that anyone could speak for that long with saying nothing.
Oh, Bonnie, you're terrible.
What did you say? You said stuff we already know. Yes, they're made of paper. What's the point?
This is what I agree with Tony. If you're using plates, you got to throw them in the dishwasher. You're wasting water, electricity, soap. You're wasting 3 different, things.
Rich is being ultra green.
Thank you.
There we go. Bonnie, go with him. Just work with him.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Okay. Thanks, Joe. I call him Joe at the end just to piss him off.
Get him.
I know your name is Tony. Jackass.
Well, there goes your paper towel subscription.
Okay, Joe from Phoenix.
No, it's Chuck from Phoenix.
I know.
Okay, hey, Rich, when you said that you fuck Bonnie like a truck driver, do you bend her over and plug her in her fifth wheel?
Can anyone hear this?
Yes.
It's too soft.
No, it's. Did I bend her over and plug her in her fifth wheel?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I do. No, I meant she's as big as a truck. That's what I was trying to say.
When did you say that? Was I here?
When I said I'm a truck driver when I fuck Bonnie.
It's a pretty good burn.
It was.
Oh, man, I totally missed it.
Yeah, well, good thing you repeated it.
I thought you're a better comedian than that, Rich. Come on.
Listen, it's radio. I'm not doing stand-up.
Honestly, you should have heard what he was saying earlier today. This was like a big improvement.
But when she bends over, her butt, it looks like a fifth wheel.
Yeah.
I don't know, do anal.
I don't know what a fifth wheel is.
You gotta be young to do anal. You gotta have rock hard, right? I mean, you're hard, but you're not like.
Well, I could get hard. If we were going to do anal, I can get hard.
You would take a whole pill. Cause
I would not only take a whole pill, I'd fucking save
You'll only take half a pill because they're expensive.
Right.
I would save up so much saliva, and I would fucking drop fucking goops in your, and then just ram you.
It's very.
I hope both your daughters are listening.
Maybe. Do you really think they're listening? They don't have serious.
No, I don't.
Okay, I'm punching out.
All right.
I don't even think this guy's listening.
He's hanging
this
up
guy is like, I'm done. This is.
Get a good call. Pick the
there
next
aren't
one.
any. Okay, Adam. He's going to explain the First Amendment to us. Go ahead, Adam.
Well, the sad thing is most people know this, but it's that fucking idiot that just drives the rest of people. The First Amendment does not apply to your workplace. It was in place to protect you from the government, prohibiting you from being able to say what you... You can't walk in a fucking Burger King and start yelling racist slurs and go, well, I'm protected by the First Amendment. This is why we have the fucking candidates we have, because they're insane. And let me get to my first reason why I'm pissed off. Today's podcast, what the fuck was that?
What?
What was that?
It's not up already, is it?
Yeah.
No, today's podcast is up?
Yeah.
What's
it said 40 minutes when I downloaded it.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, man. Well, I'm sorry. But,
Wait,
you listened to the whole thing. Why'd you do that?
I did, because I'm hoping for a murder-suicide payoff someday.
Oh, me too. Me too. But who do you hope goes first?
Oh, fuck it. Let's see.
Oh, no. I hope Rich goes. I hope you take Rich out.
And then take myself out.
And just, well, maybe the foot. I mean, I really, I hope you're able to hang around. It's not a complete murder-suicide, maybe attempted murder.
This guy goes,
maybe accidental murder, so I don't have to go to prison. If one of us dies in a weird situation, we are both. The other person will go to prison because somebody will just go listen to their podcast, and then
how about a sniper
in front of any jury? We'll never hold up.
It's all there.
It's all there.
Sniper in the pool to take Rich out.
This guy wrote...
Okay, thanks for your call.
Thank you. This guy wrote, you're surprised a Jew is being thrifty by eating off a napkin rather than using a plate. Would that be anti-Semitic?
No. What he's saying is... let me explain. I think what he means...
Wouldn't it be Jewier to use a plate?
Yeah, it's Jewier to use a plate. The guy doesn't even know...
what he's talking about.
Oh, shit.
Anti-Semitism. Okay, let's take one more call, and then let's try to do something exciting.
Yeah. Okay, one more call.
Okay, Matt?
Bonnie?
Yes, it's me.
Hi, Matt.
Hey, Rich, I just want to let you know
hold on,
that
Karen, you don't say hi to our guest?
Hi, Matt.
Hi, how's everybody?
Fine, thank you.
Hey, I just wanted to tell Rich, I'm Jewish too, and I don't like spending money on ED pills.
On what?
And they were like $40.
On what?
So I got a prescription for Sildenafil, and it's 80 cents a pill.
Oh, I think he's talking about Viagra.
Yeah, it's the exact same thing. It's 80 cents a pill, and it's lovely. And
I mean, you can't, like...
What's it called?
You can never walk again, but it really gets your dick hard.
I have a whole box of Cialis at home, and there's like 30.
Cialis?
So I haven't even cracked them. Me and Bonnie, we haven't had sex in 2 weeks.
Oh, well.
2 weeks.
Well, I tried. I wanted to save Rich some money.
What's the name of it? What's it called?
It's called Sildenafil.
Sildenafil.
That seems too scary to put in your...
Sounds like Sudafed.
Sildenafil.
Sildenafil. How many times have you used it, Matt?
I've used it through about 3 prescriptions, so probably...
and no side effects?
It's the exact same. A little red flush.
I think we're listening to him. A little side effect.
What?
A little red flush to the face.
I don't want that. Do you... now, when you're fucking hurt through the sheet...
And you can't shit.
Are you Orthodox? Hasidic?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit? How? Only half of your hair is a noodle? What do you mean, how are you a little Hasidic?
My stomach is acidic.
What's that?
Sometimes when I took Viagra, my stomach would be acidic.
Matt, you're unintentionally the funniest person I've ever met. Thank you for calling in.
All right, let's...
He's acidic, not Hasidic.
Listen, this week, Dr. Steve, it's... Oh, he's saying what's it called? The boner medicine. Oh. It's...
The boner medicine?
Why
doesn't Dr. Steve just call us?
It's the active ingredient in Viagra.
Why doesn't he just call us? Because we also have to, talk about this whole thing of him.
What?
The blood work. You won't let me go get it.
I said go get it. What's wrong with you? Okay, have Dr. Steve call. Doctor, if you have time, Mr. Steve, can you give us a call? And I'll tell you what, my theories. But you can have Dr.
This is the same. Have you read your book? Yeah, back to front.
Let's see. He's texting me right now.
I want one. What do you mean? Do you want me to sign it?
No. But you don't need it. You get it from me. Dr. Steve, if you have time, give us a call. And
wasn't this test done the last time I was here? Are we talking thyroid still?
Yeah.
No, yeah. No, I had the test and they saw a nodule, which is a thing. Then you go get a biopsy to see if it's cancerous.
Of the nodule.
Yeah, to see if it's cancer.
So they took that out.
No.
How do they do a biopsy?
Can you listen to me?
Yeah.
All right. And that's what I like about you, a listener.
I'm listening.
Okay. They did an ultrasound and it's either it's just overgrown or there's a thing on a nodule. Mm-hmm. So I have a nodule. Mm-hmm. So then I go back and they do a biopsy to see if it's malignant or
the other thing,
benign.
Oh.
If it's malignant, then they take it out.
Yeah.
So I'm going to Oklahoma tomorrow. I'm working, Omaha. I'm going to Nebraska. I'm working Omaha, Nebraska. Thursday through Sunday, right?
Okay.
So Tuesday when I get home, Monday I get home, then Tuesday I'll go for the test.
This isn't an emergency? We don't have to get this tested now? What if your nodule implodes? What if the nodule bursts?
The only reason I found out I had a nodule is because I went to the ear, nose, and throat doctor for my ears, and he felt my neck and goes, "Oh, I feel something."
Yeah.
So they said my second biopsy, or my biopsy, will be Tuesday when I get home. I didn't want to go to Omaha, do the biopsy this week, and then I get a call Friday. Hey, you have thyroid cancer. Because I'd have an anxiety attack being in Omaha, getting that news.
I see.
So, but when I get home, I'll take the
So you're
test.
slightly fragile.
How do you say his name?
Mateo.
It's Mateo. Okay. I thought it was.
Is Dr. Steve hasn't called?
Yeah, he's calling right here.
How do you know?
It's a weird thing. No, who's that?
That's another one of the doctors that calls. That's Dr. X.
Dr. X?
Who's Dr.
X? Should I take it?
Yes, take it. Doctors.
Dr. X?
Free doctors? Who's this?
Hello?
Rich?
Yes.
Oh, hey, it's Dr. Steve. Sorry.
Oh, it is Dr. Steve. Why, Lewis?
Why'd you say Dr. X?
That was our call screener.
Oh. Well, nobody ever picked up, so I thought I was still on hold. Sorry.
Sorry, Dr. Steve.
No, it's okay.
That's
so,
Karen.
That's Karen. You don't even know her. She's acting like she knows you.
He knows.
Hi, Karen.
Hey.
Can you differentiate our voices?
Delightful.
I do? You're the first person who's ever
I think she sort of sounds like me, right, Dr. Steve?
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, good, because then she could just do the show.
Okay, Dr. Steve.
She laughs at Rich too much. People would know.
Yeah.
No, I like her.
That's why.
No, I like her.
But also because you were talking about your medical stuff, I just zoned out.
You did like 3 things. She was like,
it was like
she changed the whole format of the show while we were talking.
Good.
I don't know because
you guys go. You do.
She thanks our callers.
No.
Bonnie, where you going?
She's leaving. Dr. Steve?
Oh, no, she's dimming the lights.
She just made it a lot more romantic in here. Did you do that for Mateo?
No, she did that for Dr.
Sick
Steve.
body.
Dr. Steve wants us to come do. I figured it out. Why he wants us to come down and do comedy down there.
Where?
And I told him I have it figured out in Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
Well, besides the fact that it would sell out.
Well, he had Florentine, then he had Bobby, and he wants to bring us 2 down sometime.
Uh-huh.
But he wants to bring us down so that I'll go play golf, and he'll have
You're such an asshole.
5 hours to fondle your bosoms.
Yeah.
He really only needs a couple of seconds.
That word?
What's that?
Who even says that word?
What, bosoms?
Bosoms.
Me.
That's what my mother had. She had bosoms.
Me and mother. That's what we call each other, mother and father.
Father?
I'm going for my biopsy.
I wouldn't mind that, Monday. Calling you father while we're having sex or something.
You don't do that?
That wouldn't be terrible. No, I haven't, but I will.
Yeah, come on. You should definitely be doing that.
What, call me daddy?
Why aren't you being a little bit more like my dad anyway?
Why?
Like kinder and nicer and like...
Yeah, but, because he didn't pull out?
No, I'm not talking about my real dad. I'm saying you should be more like a dad to me.
Dr. Steve. Bonnie was
You don't date someone older for no reason. I mean, this is what I'm supposed to get out of it.
Yeah.
Bonnie, look at this guy. You guys, what are you bringing? All the prettiest comics on the planet?
He's the best looking.
Yeah. This is the best looking comedian I could find.
So
right?
good looking.
Hold on, Dr. Steve.
Thank you.
A comic just walked in.
Hi, how are you?
I swear to God, if this comic just walked, if he had leather on, I would think he would be in the Village People. But anyhow,
I know. Well, that's a compliment. I mean, come on.
No, he's giving you. Don't worry, he's giving you a compliment.
Oh, wait, hold on.
And look at his eyes.
Hold on, we're talking to a real doctor. So let me get some stuff straight.
How does this work?
So Bonnie wanted Bonnie to get a blood test. Now, this is what I said to Bonnie.
Okay, listen, he listened to our podcast. He heard me saying, like, I feel sick. So he said, why don't you go get a blood test? Sent me a thing so I could go get a blood test. And then you said, do it.
No, that's not what I said. This is what I said. This is how she puts words in my mouth. That and diseases. What I said was
twice.
I said go to the doctor, our doctor, and have a complete physical. Dr. Steve,
I don't want a complete physical.
But you
want to get the blood work done.
But you got to have a mammogram.
But you're making me go through more steps than I need to go through.
Yeah,
I could have just went and got it done.
Why do you want her to get that done so bad? What have you seen?
Nothing.
He goes to the doctor like every week.
No,
I do too.
I have a physical every year.
I never go.
Every year you're supposed to have a physical.
Gay guys.
I gotta go
to the doctor.
You should go every 2 weeks.
Listen, Dr. Steve will agree. I have my
Rich will not stop talking, by the way. If he's got a point to make and you interrupt, he'll just keep going.
Should I just file my nails?
Yes.
I just came from 28 drag queens, so this is a great change of pace.
Hold on. I do a prostate check every year.
I do it every 3 weeks.
Every couple years, and a physical. Now, Dr. Steve, do you agree when I say to Bonnie, go for a complete physical? Yes, blood work is okay, but a complete physical. You know, her tits could have fucking lumps in them, like her gravy. Her fucking snatch could have...
gravy? This is 30 years on the comedy circuit, people.
He's really flew off the handle.
So, whatever you decide... Bonnie and Dr. Steve, yes, go take blood and have him look at it, because I think Dr. Steve
I just send him my
brilliant.
panties.
No, this was... Okay.
He sniffs them. She's good.
Our conversation was about a specific issue, which was her fatigue.
Yeah.
And people, adults have fatigue for 3 or 4 reasons usually. They either have anemia or low thyroid, or they've got a sleep disorder or sleep apnea. I mean, and men can have fatigue because of low testosterone. And so for that specific thing, we were talking about, well, let's just do a complete blood count and a thyroid. I can send that to you. If it's bad, we'll send you to your doctor. If it's good, then you can just show it to him later. I do agree that, Bonnie, if you haven't had a pap smear,
none of it,
and a mammogram if it's appropriate.
I have my people look at it. It's fine.
No, you
Her
don't.
agent takes a look at it.
She thinks a pap smear is dropping juice on a fucking on. Go ahead.
Your PR people take a look at it.
Yeah, I think you're good.
Here's the deal.
Do I sound weird?
Dr. Steve?
No.
Okay.
Am I going to die of thyroid cancer if I have it?
Oh, this is it.
God.
This is the
no,
twist.
here's the thing. And see, this is the thing, Bonnie, is I tell him to go get a biopsy, and he goes and does it, but I tell you to get a little blood work, and he's like, no.
He doesn't want me to be dealing with you on any level.
That's not true.
Because he thinks that I'm going to run away and kill your wife, I guess, and then live with you forever.
No, if you do leave me, I would like you to be with Dr. Steve, because then I would get more free medical. Okay,
because we'd feel guilty.
Yes.
Oh God! I mean, I did really hurt him. Can you just?
Is that the doctor's nurse in the background?
Here's the problem. Dr. Steve said. Dr. Steve said if we do a show down there, he'd give me a complete physical. But he wants me to take my pants off. What kind of? I'm not taking my pants off to a guy I know.
Really?
What?
I mean, who cares? Take your pants off. What's the big deal?
Yeah.
What?
You got to worry about your boss.
Yeah. He's not giving you a rub down.
I had my agent give me a pap.
Yeah.
I
need 10%.
I had a couple weeks ago when I had my physical and I had to pull my pants down. The doctor saw me fluffing it. He goes, "Don't worry, everybody does." You know, trying to get it a little.
Oh my
nicer.
God, how embarrassing!
I'm the only one who does it, and my doctor's a man. I should probably try and fluff it.
My doctor's a man too, of course. I'm not gonna have a lady
I mean,
feel
you guys think this is unique to men? I always masturbate a little right before my pap.
Yeah,
I do it before a wax. I don't care. I'm wet for everybody.
Getting in the mood. God.
Do you know they used to, like, women used to go get masturbated by a doctor?
Oh, yeah.
So they wouldn't go crazy?
Yeah.
It's like, what
used to.
Why don't they have that service still?
They do. It's in Chinatown.
Yeah.
Oh, I can totally see it being a Chinatown thing. Have you ever gotten your, like, just like a foot massage?
Yeah.
I can see it being like that, where you just sit in a chair
Can I tell you
and somebody
guys
with no emotion in his face
Yes,
just
they
comes
mean,
up.
by foot, they mean clit.
Can I tell you something? You
have you heard of orgasmic meditation? That's what they do.
Okay.
Focus on the caller, and then we'll talk to.
Not buying it.
To the
no,
guy.
it's just all it is.
You're the one ruining the show right now, Rich.
Yeah.
You're the one talking over everybody. You're not letting anyone. We're just having a conversation. He's fine sitting there on the fucking phone for 5 seconds.
I don't like.
Well, I
when
interject. I'm sorry if the show is not going exactly the way that you want it to go. But if you want me to leave, I'd be happy to.
I don't want you to leave.
Well, then shut the fuck up once in a while.
Why do you get so mad?
Because you're like, you guys, stop talking. You over there. You shouldn't be talking. Focus on the caller. And then no one gets to talk. No one gets to.
I think, Dr. Steve, when we have a doctor calling, we should get as much information as we possibly can. Go
ahead. Let's talk about your thyroid then.
No.
Let's do that, Dr. Steve, because that hasn't fucking monopolized every conversation I've had for the last 2 weeks.
The nodule specifically.
No, don't worry about it.
I just went to the doctor, got a bunch of blood work, and I'm HIV.
Hey, we have a doctor on the phone.
Sorry, you're
we
right.
have a doctor on the phone. Rich.
You're right.
Got a question, let him
Rich,
talk.
well, no, don't you want to talk about your thyroid?
No.
He's leaving us hanging at HIV ... We haven't even heard positive or negative yet.
So what happened?
I'm negative. I'm HIV negative.
I remember the first time I had an AIDS test.
There's still time.
And the doctor.
There's still time. There's always time for AIDS.
Lock the doors.
What's that noise?
He's shaving.
He's using a vibrator to orgasmically release one of his patients.
He works in a hospice.
She needs it. She's what, in her early hundreds? She needs it.
Sweet dreams.
Before I see Jesus, can you diddle me? I know I'm dry as a bone down there.
I'd like to die doing what I love.
Can we call him Dr. Diddle now?
Dr. Diddle. Listen, this is Liza Minnelli. I have questions. My mother, and Kate Thompson, I love her. And I was in New York. I woke up upside down in a hospital. In pizzazz.
Oh, man.
Well, we'll have Bonnie send you the blood test. I'll let you know how the biopsy
I can't
goes.
now. I don't know where the thing is. I'm pretty sure I threw it out.
The
If you yelled at
Your
me,
vial of blood?
I didn't yell. No,
You have to draw your own blood?
No, the prescription.
Can you imagine the mess?
You can get that kit online, by the way.
Can you
do your own blood
imagine
work.
the mess?
Right.
Can you imagine? Step one, and then just blood everywhere.
No, Bonnie.
They have a lot of
Bonnie's
paper
good at
towels.
bleeding.
Ugh. I don't like blood. I don't like looking at blood. That noise in the background couldn't be any more distracting.
I'm sorry. Let me hang on. Jesus.
Let me just hang up on you.
No, don't hang up on Dr. Steve.
No. I just want to imagine
hang up
an
on
old
Dr.
person.
Steve?
No, that was like somebody's like heart thing, and he just turned it off. He just turned it. He was like, "This is a little more important."
You hung up on Dr. Steve?
Well, they picked now.
You did.
I didn't. Put your headphones on. He's
right
still
there.
talking.
I have a question for Dr. Steve.
Yes, sir.
Hi, doctor. I'm Mateo.
Hello, Mateo.
Hi. I get it. You're straight. So you work at a hospice place?
Yes, I do.
And do you find that fulfilling or tragic every single day?
No. Well, I was kind of called to do it, if that makes any sense.
It makes absolutely no sense.
It's like a religion.
I'll tell you. Let me explain it to you.
Okay.
He goes through their pockets right before they die.
Perfect.
We discussed this.
Let's see what Nana
you go to his
has.
house, you'll see all kinds of glasses and gold teeth. It's like World War II.
Stop it. Stop it, Rich.
Do you ever get families, though?
Pull back, Rich. Pull back.
I'm telling you.
Whole dying families?
Families who come in like Nana's like maybe like 107 and then she dies and like it was sudden.
Right.
You know, like do you ever have to like comfort
Was
that?
she
It must be
sick?
so. Yeah. What was wrong with her? Well, she just fell asleep and. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to tease you. I just feel.
A lot of times I'll walk in on Tuesday and they're in, abject pain and suffering. And then when I do my thing on Wednesday, I walk in and they're sitting up reading a book or watching TV or something. It is very fulfilling.
So they lie. See, I'm teasing.
It is very rewarding. I did family medicine for 25 years and then started practicing my specialty full time.
Which is going through
pockets.
pockets.
It really was. This is the one thing so they say thank you every day. I never got that before when I was just treating their high blood pressure and making their penis flaccid with blood pressure medicine. So it's really a different.
They didn't thank you for that?
It's hard work.
How do you know it's hard work? You've never been in a hospice.
I've been in hospice many a time. I'll go for old daddies on Grindr.
Yeah.
Where can you come to me? No, you have to come to me. It's like okay, crawl over the cords, push the I'm a homosexual. If you couldn't tell by my faggot voice, but
you're not allowed to say voice.
We have a 3 faggot minimum here, and I already used it before you got in.
Oh, I have about 18 minimum.
How come gay comics gay it up more than like straight comics? Do you think they?
Because straight comics aren't gay. That's why they're not gaying it up.
I was totally
Gay it
gonna
up
say
where?
that. I was totally gonna say that.
I think, and I don't want.
Is this conversation about to turn straight into homophobia?
Are you kidding
No,
me?
I'm teasing. I'm teasing.
I'm so far
I'm
from
teasing.
homophobic.
Please stop saying that.
What?
That you're so far from homophobic.
So far? How far? What are you kidding me?
Miles.
Anyhow, Dr. Steve.
Yes.
How long is a thyroid cancer operation take?
Oh, well, okay. First off, we haven't established that you have thyroid cancer. As a matter of fact, 95% of thyroid nodules are completely benign.
No, but
boring. You're not even sick.
Here's the thing. Here's why I know I have it. Because I went to the ear, nose, and throat doctor.
Because God hates you.
No.
He hates me.
Steve, what about your calling?
Everything has a plan. Okay, I went to the ear, nose, and throat doctor for my ear, right? And then
that's what he whispers to every patient right before they pass away.
So I went there for my ear, and then he felt my neck, and then he said, "Oh, get an ultrasound." So why would God have me go there for my ear for him to feel my neck and feel that?
Right,
do you want me to answer this, Dr. Steve?
Do you see what I'm saying? What's the reason? Not to have it? Huh?
What if this is all just absurd, Rich? Then that would make perfect sense.
And then my other neck...
Because
go ahead.
you feel this deep purpose in going there, and then it's nothing, and that's just the way the universe is.
Okay, how about the other side? The other side of my neck... Right.
Oh, I thought you meant hell.
The other side of my neck, where, like, right under my jaw, jaw. If I push it, it feels a little like it hurts a little.
It's just
you know
probably a swollen lymph node. It's allergy season coming.
Oh, that's what that is.
Yeah.
A lymph node right there.
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Oh, that's nothing.
No.
Right here. You see what I'm talking about?
Right there. That'll swell up, especially one on, like, sometimes just mine on the left side will swell up, and I'll know it's allergy season coming.
Does it swell up when I go like this?
Well, you punch it, you're hitting it.
Is that really a lymph node?
It's just swelling because it's probably like collecting bacteria or something, something foreign from the body.
This guy, I like this guy. He's like our new gay doctor.
Hello. They should have a TV show called Gay Doctor. Maybe you have breast cancer, but I'm not going there. We'll be right back.
Is that Gay Jew Doctor?
Oh, yeah. My name is Maury. I'm never married.
Okay. Last question for Dr. Steve for me. Last question. You say 95%. What about
you got to get diagnosed after this.
Okay, you can talk to him. What about the 5%? The 5% that do have thyroid cancer. Is it a long operation?
The vast majority of people that have thyroid cancer do not die from it. The surgery itself is delicate because you're working in the neck and you don't want to fuck up your vocal cords. There's a nerve that runs through the thyroid that controls the vocal cords called the doesn't matter, but recurrent laryngeal nerve.
I really want to know the name.
They have to be very careful not to clip that, especially with somebody that makes their living with their voice. But other than that, it's a pretty simple procedure.
Is that what happened to Julie Andrews?
She had nodes. She had vocal nodes in her vocal cords.
I don't know.
You two know a lot about Julie Andrews.
She's very popular.
Karen,
one of my nurse practitioners had her thyroid removed recently, and she was back to work in a week.
Can you lose weight from it?
From
I thought thyroid has something to do with your weight.
You look like you're in great shape.
People with an overactive thyroid will lose weight like crazy.
Yeah, see? You can lose weight like crazy.
I have an overactive one. The other day, it went... Okay, so what's your question?
No, that isn't bad.
I didn't do it.
No, finish that one, Rich. That was going to be good.
No, Karen has a question.
I just want to know if Dr. Steve has ever fallen in love with any of his patients.
No, but I fell in love with one of my drug reps, though.
Nice.
And I married her.
Story.
Are you married her? Is that who you married?
Sure did.
How long you been married?
And her boobs would show up 5 minutes before she did, and that was the first.
That is
something you said. Well, you're talking to a radio show with no boobs in here. What?
Mateo has some pretty sweet pecs.
How long have you been married?
16 years.
So you want to throw that all away for one fucking dumb night with a dumb comic?
He's not going to fuck you, Rich.
I do.
I don't know why you think that.
Have you called in the morning show at all lately?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did yesterday. Yes.
About what?
Why?
What were they talking about?
Oh, we were talking about. I remember it was intersex. We were talking about the Olympic woman runner that is genetically a male.
Oh, interesting.
Very interesting.
How did she place?
Yeah.
Yeah, she did very well. And the thing, she was raised as a woman. She never knew that she was genetically male until they tested her, and that's one of the
That's what happened to me.
issues with all of this. That's one of the issues with this stuff is, before we had genetic testing, nobody would have questioned her because she's got all female parts and everything externally. So,
well, wait a minute. Then she sounds like she's a woman. She was raised a woman. She looks a woman. She has the woman parts, but she's a man.
I contend that she's a woman. She was born with female anatomy. She was raised a girl and then became a woman, and she now competes as a woman.
But what she look like, I'll tell you. Show me a picture of her. I'll let you know.
Where's the man part come in then?
Her shoulders.
Okay, instead of ovaries, she has testicles, but they're internal.
So she's a hermaphrodite.
That's what Rich has.
Yeah, in her mouth.
So she doesn't have any reproductive organs that are female, but
she has a vagina.
Yes, she has a vagina
with balls inside, and they're not.
So does she have?
Right.
Is her body producing testosterone or estrogen?
Do we always get genetically tested?
No,
her
body produces testosterone,
I
but
had a baby,
she's completely insensitive to it.
Does she have one of those super big clits that looks like a dick?
Yeah, now, she may not have that. I had a friend of mine that had this same condition, and she was
big dick clits.
She looked like a kickstand.
She was indistinguishable externally from any woman that you know. She's a woman.
I was with a girl.
She just had an X chromosome instead of two Y chromosomes.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Because I was with a girl with big clits.
Maybe. That's some people's theories about her.
Theory, or we all see her?
What?
Jamie.
If she was trying to hide it, she wouldn't go ahead and...
I don't think she's a dick, but she just has whatever. She's married to Christopher Guest.
Right.
Who's fucking
Those women will never have periods. So they grow up and their periods never start, and that's sometimes how they get discovered.
What's a period? Uh-oh. Somebody better get tested.
Woo! Let's test me now.
Anyway.
Wow, this is fascinating stuff.
Dashi, thank you for the call. Can
I just ask one more question?
Yes.
Does everyone get genetically tested, or this is something you can just do later in life and then be like, whoa?
No, you get the kid from CBS.
Yeah, no, that happens. This friend of mine didn't know that she was genetically male until she was in medical school because we were learning about it, and she went, wow, that might be me.
And breaking lobsters with one hand.
But it's very interesting. And
she had a full beard at that point, of course.
Hey, do you want to hear something strange?
And that's the crazy thing, is that they're very womanly because they only respond to the estrogen their bodies are produced, not the testosterone. So that Semenya woman has high testosterone level, and they were saying that gave her a competitive advantage. But her body doesn't respond to the testosterone, so that's probably not true. You know?
Dr. Steve.
So do we get rid of Michael Phelps because he has big flippers for hands and flappy things for feet? I mean, that's genetic as well.
Well, let's not say things we can't take back there, Doctor. We had you on the genetics. Let's not move to Michael Phelps.
All right, well, listen, thank you for calling.
His head is an arrow.
It's always a pleasure to talk to you, Dr. Steve.
Scales.
All right. Good luck with your thyroid, Rich. You're going to be fine.
All right,
and if you need anything, just call me.
All right, thanks, man.
Bye. Nice meeting you.
Bye.
Lewis, I didn't hear what you said to me.
I was saying we can go to break whenever you're ready.
Oh, let's go to break then.
Let's do a minute. We introduced.
Oh, yeah. I'm just like a surprise gay voice on the show all of a sudden.
Mateo Lane, right?
Yes.
But here's what I was talking about gay.
I don't know. He's a comedian. He's hilarious. He's very funny.
I'm actually no different on stage than I am off.
No. But here's the thing: female comics hate the fact that they're classified as female comics instead of comics. Do you know what I'm saying? They go, "Hey, look, I'm a comic. You don't have to." Gay comics
I like when
want to
people
be classified as a gay comic.
I disagree with that 100%. Yeah. I actually find that more gay comedians would argue that our sexuality pigeonholes us and that we identify as comedian first. However,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
I've gotten that a lot because I say, I'm a comedian for. Of course, I'm gay. Yeah. This is who I am.
Yeah, there's obviously nothing wrong with that. You're very hot. Are you cut or uncut?
I'm cut.
Okay, go ahead.
Took me a second. Yeah.
What? I'm just asking.
I'm just saying, stop. You're nervously, excited by him. I get that. Just slow down. You know, let him talk.
I'm trying to make a point, and if I'm wrong,
I would say,
ask a question, then.
I would say that there are a lot of gay comedians in New York. There's very few of us. There's a group that do what you would call the gay circuit, so only gay shows, gay mics, etc. And then for those of us who are doing more just like the normal comedy circuit, I said normal, that's the wrong word to say, but whatever. There's only in New York, there's about 3 or 4 of us. There's
gay? No.
4 or 5.
Well, there's older ones that you don't even know.
Sure.
That are,
I guess, right?
Out comics who are gay, yeah.
And you're counting female.
No,
men,
all
men.
No,
Men,
all
men.
the women are. But,
there's just, 4 or 5. In other words, I'm saying, like, doing it the way all of you, you know what I'm saying? Like, we all see each other at clubs and, it's like, there's just a very low number of it.
Okay, so my opinion, here's the thing with me. As a Jew, maybe I'll do 1 or 2 Jew things, or in recovery, I'll talk a little bit about recovery. But I've heard gay comics on Sirius. Everything's about being gay.
Yeah.
Everything.
Well,
so I mean, is that right or wrong? Is it, if you listen to a black comic and everything is black, or a female comic, everything is female? You're going to me, mix it up. That's
the truth is that everything that you do is about being a white guy.
No,
yes, it is. You just don't even notice it.
Oh, really?
Because
being in recovery is about being a white guy.
It's your experience being in recovery. Yeah, if he was talking about being in recovery, then it would be being in recovery as a gay guy.
And also, let me just say this. I will say this, because I have been asked that question a million times, because I talk a lot about being gay, but a lot of it, when I talk about dating, I don't consider that being gay.
No, it's
I
dating.
just happen,
That's your romantic
However,
life.
I happen to be on Grindr. I happen to be on Scruff. I happen to have sex with. It's Grindr for scruffy dudes.
Put your phone down, Rich.
But I happen to be having sex with men. I happen to be talking to gay men. Yes. I happen to go to gay clubs. I happen to like opera. So when people say, "Oh, well, this is too gay. This is too that," I say,
"No, that's your relationship."
I say, "I've been. Not only have I been this since I was born, but
I dress well. My apartment's decorated immaculately. That's who I am.
I just think like I'm doing Seth on Thursday, and it's a pretty gay heavy set. But I'm also
You're doing who?
Seth Meyers.
The show or him?
The show. And him afterwards. We'll get it on. Oh yeah. But I do. It does hit a nerve with me, because it's like it is kind of like a. There's a lot of dudes, who are like, well, you got to talk about it all the time. It's like, but that's the life I live. I've been hated for it for my whole life, and I've been hiding from it for my whole life.
And then where'd you grow up?
I'm Catholic.
Oh, so
where'd you grow up? But what I'm saying is, you have an entire life of being told not to be something, and then you discover that you are that thing, and then you have to figure out that thing all on your own. And so there's a constant change and growing. And when I'm this age and other people are getting married and having kids, and I'm not experiencing those things.
How old are you?
30.
Yeah, you're young though. You're a kid.
But you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's like,
no, I get it.
It is the life I live, and I think people are often like, "Oh, he's just a gay comic," and I find it insulting.
I wasn't trying.
Not you.
Because I love comedy from all aspects and all.
But like when you say mix it up, when I talk about like dating and to me it is all separate.
I'll give you my example off the air.
Sure.
Okay.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Okay. No,
because we might agree.
Okay. All right. Listen.
Do we take it too seriously already?
No. We're going to take a break. Do some plugs, whatever you want to plug, and then we'll come back. Bonnie, I'm sorry if I yelled before. There was a lot of crosstalk, and I got out of hand.
Yeah, but you were the cross-talker.
That's
the point I was making.
This Wednesday, I'll be at the Hard Rock Casino in Sioux City, Iowa. Thursday through Sunday, I will be at the Omaha Funny Bone, Thursday through Sunday. Wednesday, Hard Rock Casino, Sioux City. Come out this weekend. You can still get 141 IQ on iTunes. Do you have anything you want to plug?
Desperate, single, meet me at the Papaya Stand on 6th Avenue. No, I'm kidding. I don't know.
Or Twitter?
Follow me on Twitter at Mateo Lane and Instagram. MatteoLane.
Snatch.
Follow me on Twitter at KFreeHams.
Don't you have any shows coming up?
Yeah, I'm at Mohegan Sun on Saturday.
I'm in Governors in Long Island this weekend with Lisa Traeger.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, fun. That's a good show.
It's a great club.
I'm at on
September, that club.
No, wait. First of August 30th. I have to plug that show.
Where?
At the Village Underground, Creeps with Kids.
Oh yeah.
Who was that?
With Bobby and Jim Florentine and Luis Gomez.
Yes. So come to that one. I can't imagine that's not already sold out. It's probably already sold out. Don't worry about that one. And then On September 17th, I have to get people to come to this show because it's at 6 p.m.
On what day?
It's a Saturday night, September
6 p.m. 's an
17th,
easy
6
sell on a
p.m.
Saturday.
And it's the Cornelia Street Cafe.
That'll be great.
I don't know how to get tickets.
We'll be right back. We'll be right back.
My wife hates me. We'll be right back.
Come on, you got to know who this
She was
is.
a good director.
I have no clue who this is.
You will.
Remember in Yentl, when she tried to pretend she was a man, I was like, you have palm olive hands. Like, the ladiest of lady fingers.
I know when she's pouring the red wine onto the...
I have something to confess to you. Like, do you? So, I mean, it's like, come on.
I mean, they probably look really small next to her nose, too, though.
Oh, yeah.
Little. This is Harold Melville and the Blue Notes.
It's Howard Melvin, stupid.
Okay. I'll try again.
I just, literally, when I don't know songs, I add Mariah Carey high notes to everything.
Let's hear it.
He's good. Whoa! I'm gonna kill you.
That bitch got a career out of that.
Yeah. Well,
Karen, can you do the, like, hey, welcome back?
Oh,
you know, let's
yeah, sure.
teach her how to do the whole thing.
Hey, welcome back to My Wife Hates Me with Karen Elizabeth Tutan Feehan. Our next caller will be calling on the phone.
Now, what about him and us?
Oh, welcome my guests, Rich Vos and Bonnie McFarlane.
No, we're the hosts.
Oh, these are my co-hosts for the day, Rich Vos and Bonnie McFarlane.
And Susan Boyle.
It's here with us, too.
That was Chicago.
Oh, my God. It's going to be more work than I thought.
Yeah,
with her?
Get her ready to take over for me.
She needs boot camp.
No, she's good. I'm happy with her. I like her when she thanks the
Mateo
callers.
Lane is with us, comedian extraordinaire. He's the best looking comedian in the world with a mustache.
Is he? Is he better looking than the guy you were fucking like at the roast battle? Like,
oh, he thinks that
you're like,
what's his name?
Matthew Broussard?
Yes. No, you know the guys that do Come Town?
Nick Mullen.
Nick Mullen.
Yes.
He thinks I've like
first of all,
Nick
Nick and I do look alike, I think.
A little.
Yeah.
I like Nick Mullen. The
He's
guy,
so funny.
Not only, I don't know, but he's a fucking encyclopedia of knowledge.
Yeah.
Very smart guy. I'm a big fan of his.
Great on Twitter.
But you had to see Bonnie at Roast Battle 2 weeks ago when he was on. Bonnie was like this.
He was amusing to me. They both were very funny.
Those guys were great.
What's the other guy's name again?
Yeah.
The guy he co-hosts his podcast with.
Oh, Yakis,
something, not a real name. Greek.
Yeah.
Stavros.
Yeah. Oh, Stavros. I love Stavros.
Yeah.
Have you seen Stavros' Instagram?
No.
It's all naked.
He's naked, running around naked. Everything's naked.
With him, you mean he's naked?
Yes.
He's a big
Stavros
fat
is
guy.
running around naked.
Stavros.
No body shame.
We're in a new era of body acceptance.
If you're not,
I don't agree.
if you're not packing, if you're not packing at least this much cock, there's no reason to be naked.
I put my
you
butt
never
on
see his cock.
Instagram.
You never see his cock
I
because
put
his
my
stomach
butt on
hangs over it.
Instagram many a time.
Oh, yeah, my ass. Anybody can put an ass.
Yeah.
I mean, you go to the beach in one of those bathing suits, you see an ass.
I wear
Girl.
Speedo.
You know. But
Thank
if
you for doing that for me.
If you're gonna,
Prego.
if you're gonna, have you ever been with a female? Have you? Ever?
No.
Never. Never once.
No.
But would you?
I made out with girls like in high school. I was like, I haven't found the right girl yet. But like, you know, who was I kidding? We're both in show choir together.
Yeah. But okay, so you're saying you're on Grindr, so you're about sex at times. If you're
sometimes,
on Grindr.
yeah, I've actually ignored it for a little bit.
But
it
say
gets a
you
bit
are
much.
Okay, say you're on Grindr, you're about sex, which is okay. Would you let a girl blow you?
No.
Why?
Why would I? I'm not interested in women.
Yeah, but the overall fucking...
If I'm on Grindr and there's a million men around me, well, I would be like, you know what? Tonight's the night I try and girl. I mean, all she would get is a mushy dick in her mouth.
What if you didn't know? What if you didn't see it? What if it was like a glory hole type situation?
I would disappoint that if I was at a glory hole situation, I'd also be dying of meth the week after. I mean, you're never going to catch me at a glory hole situation.
Okay, but if you didn't
know, you always get poked in the eye.
You wouldn't know.
Yeah,
I guess the same way if a guy blew you and you didn't know.
Oh, then he wouldn't like it. But if he knew,
but if he knew, he'd really like it.
He'd really like it.
I'm more of a. I'd rather blow than get blown. And I've had this. I've had this conversation many times on radio, on morning radio. It's gayer to make out with a guy than to blow a guy.
Someone's in denial.
I don't think it's denial anymore. I think it's fully coming out. It's like he has no concern for me or my feelings.
Right. No, I'm just
I'm married to a woman, sure, but what I like to do is blow guys.
No, I didn't say
it's a fetish that I have. I don't think it's a big deal.
No, I didn't say I blow guys, but I'm saying it's gayer to make out because when you make out, you're showing affection.
Okay, apparently our little chat out there did nothing.
I think you're doing. I show lots of affection when blowing somebody.
I say to him every day, "Can you stop being gay? Can you just stop it? You're married to a woman. Either just accept it at this point or go ahead and go do it."
But well, Rich, listen. I have a very serious question. I don't think you're gay, but why are you wearing a sundress?
I asked him today if he had any. Like I said. Is there a cross-dressing thing? Is there, have you ever had experimented with women's clothing or whatever? He goes, no, I'm definitely more gay than I am, cross-dressing.
Cross-dressing?
Yes. And it's like, well, don't say that either.
I was just on the red carpet with RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yeah, so tell us
about that. 1 million drag queens. RuPaul's Drag Race?
Oh, okay.
Do you know what that show is?
No, but I know RuPaul.
Yeah, she's got a show that's like RuPaul's Drag Race. Anyway, it's 1 million drag queens. They're 9 feet tall, full of glitter, and everyone's really mean. That's what it takes to be a drag queen. I used to sing with drag queens in gay strip clubs and burlesque dancers when I lived in Chicago.
What does that mean? It's snarky.
How come all drag queens are 12 feet tall?
Because they're in 7-inch heels, and then they have a 12-inch wig on top of their head. So they're all tall. And they all take hours and hours to put on their makeup, and then they just kind of act like they want to be there. Just kind of.
I don't know.
Really, I have to answer this question, too.
I'd make a good drag queen, I think.
You gotta be really mean.
No, I am. Yeah. No, I'm good at that.
Yeah.
I don't have enough energy, probably.
I would be Liza because I already look like her. And you could just have to sit in a chair and kind of do a shit Bob Fosse pose every once in a while.
But would you get rid of your mustache?
No, I'll just say, I've been on my medicine. So the more estrogen, here I am.
No. What do you call it? Drag queens, are all drag queens, do some just dress up, but they're not gay, they're just drag queens?
Oh, drag queens are performers. Transvestites are men who like to wear women's clothes, but not necessarily perform, and then transsexual is,
But all people that wear female clothes aren't gay, they just like female clothes.
Like you right now.
Yeah, my sundress.
A manly man in a sundress. I think men could really pull off a lot of women's clothing more than they do.
I could wear a wrap dress every once in a while.
I don't see why. I think also a clutch. Pick that up. I think a man could easily,
like a wristlet,
do a clutch.
I'm Mrs. Garrett right now from the Facts of Life. No, I don't know.
What about a romper? Because then you've got your legs out, so it's not really a
romper.
Get a romper.
I do.
There's nothing more sexy on a female than a sundress.
Have you worn heels before?
There's nothing less sexy than a man referring to us as females.
I think female. The female gender. It's me again. The gay. What was I again? The gay doctor.
You're a gay Jewish doctor.
Oh, gay Jewish doctor. Hello.
So, sundress and obviously the parochial school dresses.
Yeah.
Mike from Denver. Go ahead.
Hey, Mike.
Oh, hey, what's up, guys?
What's up, Mike?
Hey, Mateo, it's so awesome to hear on New York radio. I'm from Chicago. I live in Denver now, man, but you were phenomenal then, and to hear you on Opie radio the past few weeks, it's awesome, man, and good for you.
Oh, thank you. You single? No, okay, we're in Chicago.
I am married with kids, man.
Oh, that's
I lived in Wrigleyville. I used to go see you guys. Liza, Mike Leibowitz, still my favorite comedian.
Yeah, of course, I love Mike Leibowitz.
How long were you doing comedy in Chicago before?
Honestly, only 8-9 months, and then I moved to New York. So I've been doing it a total 4.5 years.
And the girl's from Chicago, too? What's her name?
Lisa Traeger.
Oh, I thought she was from
And you guys
Canada.
knew each other?
Yeah. And now we're like a married couple.
Godfrey is from Chicago, too.
Yeah, Godfrey's ripped. He's a hot comic.
Yeah, he's ripped.
Well, Liza was just in Denver, man. I hope you make it out here. Rich, maybe someday for you, too.
Well, I used to work Denver.
You're in Omaha, but you're skipping Denver, man. You got to come out here.
Well, I think that bridge is burned, I think. Well, I'll probably
check out Sexpot Comedy. That's the new company out here booking all the shows.
What's the name of it?
Sexpot Comedy. Check it out. They're booking all the shows.
No, I think I'll be doing the Improv there, but I think I burned the Comedy Works. I don't think that's going to happen. But I think I'll be at the Improv.
Right. I'll see you at the Improv.
Cool.
Take it easy, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for calling.
That was such a nice call.
Denver.
Yeah.
I lived in Denver.
Sometimes
for
it
6
happens.
Sometimes. The normal people are assholes. The first time I was ever on television was Guy Code, and the first tweet I got, I was really excited. I was like, oh, I'm on TV. And the first tweet was, get this faggot off MTV.
Oh, my
And then
God.
she tweeted it 4 more times, so I favorited all of them.
Yeah, you got to retweet them. It's funny.
A female said that?
Oh, she was furious.
Sure.
A female.
A female.
But
I was asking for it.
But it doesn't seem like...
I mean, you went on
Deep
the show.
Deep
I
V-neck.
just spoke. I was speaking.
Did you go on Guy Code or Girl Code?
Both. I was on both. I'm on currently right now, too. Yeah, I think it's probably the last season, but...
On what?
Guy Code and Girl Code.
You're on both?
Yeah.
It seems like girls would be less homophobic than men.
Oh, yeah.
But when a girl comes...
Generally, it is true, but there are still some... There's some women that are completely work against their own, benefits.
Yeah.
They I don't know what, they read the Bible and they think they're supposed to be the second class or something.
I'll read a book that hates me.
Let me find something that mirrors my own self-hatred.
I like this character. What's her name?
Oh, I'm just a religious lady. Having a lot of children. I haven't had my period in 14 years.
Oh, religious lady, where do you live?
I live in Denver.
Oh, yeah. This is lesbian music.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Valerie, and I'm a lesbian.
Why doesn't anybody know who I really am? You know what I mean?
You know what I like to do is I like to have cool autumn days, and I like to bake with my cat and my wife.
I know that person.
Oh, of course you do.
Exactly.
Yes. My wife's name is Jine. It's
Jine.
spelled Vagina, but the first part's silent, so it's just Jine.
Jine.
So Valerie and Jine.
And you're having children, right?
We were both pregnant.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yes, I'm pregnant with twins, and she's pregnant with twins, and our cat is pregnant with twins as well.
Oh my God!
So everyone in the house is pregnant.
What a wonderful family.
We've never left the house. As you know, lesbians don't like to leave the house, but
No.
I have seen outside recently.
Now, how long are you guys dating before you moved in together?
I met her when I was in kindergarten, and we moved in together immediately, and I've never dated anyone ever since.
But you have a lot. You must have some big fights.
Oh, we have a lot of fights. Sometimes she leaves the incense out, and I tell her, Jine. And if I'm really mad, I'll say, vagine. You left the incense out again, and it's really hard for me to take that and put that away because it smells. And she says, I'm sorry.
Aw, you guys are working it out.
We're trying.
What do you have a job? You work from home?
I work from home. I knit. I take my cat's hair and I knit with it.
Aww.
And there's lesbians out there who like sweaters with cat knit hair. But it's a lot of fun.
Do you sell it on Etsy?
I do.
What's the name of your Etsy shop?
VAG.
Nice.
I'm really sticking to what I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had lesbian aunts that were like my aunts, but they weren't my real blood aunts. They like lived up the street and like chain smoked all day. They were great.
I had a black friend in school.
Yeah. No, but I mean, they're dead now, but like, they were like, my family.
So the rest of your family?
Yeah, well, I think we still have one of their cars.
I had an Italian neighbor growing up. Her name was, well, I won't say her name, but she smoked cigarettes always the wrong way. Like she'd catch herself. She was always drunk. It was like a serious, like drunk woman. Yeah. And she was obsessed with it. If you were Italian, she loved you. And I remember like my cousin and I went up to the house to ask her if she was coming to the block party. And we're both Italian. So she's like, you're Italian, aren't you? And I was like, yeah. She said, Johnny, come look at this boy. He's Italian. Ooh, wrong side. I mean, she just is constantly.
I'm burning.
How big is your family?
I have 22 first cousins.
Oh my God.
And we all grew up on the same like area, like block around each other. And my mom's
in Chicago.
Yeah, my mom's one out of 7.
Wow.
My dad's like very just like normal white American. Like,
are you getting a lot of acting work?
No, but I actually stopped going out on auditions because I have a joke about it, but I say I have gay voice, and so when I go out on auditions, they're like, this character's name is Zach, he's 19 and a football player. It's like, well, Zach's gonna have a secret to share with everyone. I mean, like, I can't, you know what I mean? I can't change my voice.
Yeah, but I could see you being casted like that. I mean, look at your hair.
Someone book me! Yeah, I don't know.
You know,
I'm good at the talking heads shit.
That's what I love doing too, the talking heads and the round table and all that. But I could easily see you on a fucking sitcom or on a TV show.
Oh, well, maybe I should audition more. I
Rich
don't like
is
the power struggle.
wishing that he was a casting director right now.
No, I know.
situation?
Listen, I've been around a long time. I know you could see.
He did say to me once when he saw Natasha Leggero, he goes, "I hate to break it to you, she's going to be a star."
I can tell. I know.
He was right on that one.
I could spot. You know, she has a future. I don't know if it's in show business.
No, but I'm not going to die like tomorrow.
Yeah, he's saying
I'm going to live past. I'm going to
She's going to live for at least 7 more years.
Thank you.
No.
Well,
I see her definitely. Besides, in comedy on radio, I see her.
I can't believe he's saying we're seeing each other.
I see you as the second person on a radio show easily.
Really?
Yeah.
I just have to get better at that throwback at the intro.
No,
try it again.
I'd want a radio show.
Welcome.
What's that?
I'd be good. I would like a radio show.
Yeah, but I see you on TV. I'm telling you.
So
I have a good. Eye.
As long as the listeners know I'm
Oh my God! Okay, but Karen,
I'm the ugly one.
Karen, yes. Do you see what he's saying? He's like,
as long as everybody can tell.
You need to be on television, but
I'm disgusting to look at.
You stay.
No.
I saw a mic.
What if there's a show where you could be in the shadows or something?
Right.
I could see that. Maybe
Also,
something.
Listen, I'm not going to say. I don't want to blow your head up, but I saw a help wanted sign right outside of the Container Store on 6th Avenue.
No, I think it's your personality.
I can fit in a lot of those containers.
No, I think your personality, not your looks. You're very cute, but I think your personality. You're just so radio fun.
Yeah.
But television boring. Let's be honest.
Well, you're hot. You know you're hot.
Thank you. So are you.
And also, you do.
I identify as hot.
You don't give a shit. I've seen you do shows where you don't give a shit.
I don't
and
give a
it's
shit.
so entertaining to watch. People like listening to that.
Thank you.
She did a show one time. She's like, you had something joke where you were talking about.
That was a tough show. Are you talking about Mike Feeney? Yes.
Yes. But you let him have it. Good for you.
I mean, I can't, like, when somebody's going to bring you up as, this chick hates fat people. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, well, where am I going to go? Where am I going to go?
That was her intro.
Where am I going to go? You know? And it's like, everybody's fat. It's not me. Do you know what I mean?
No, I think that's, it's a very difficult thing to make jokes about fat people because you look out into any audience. There's
so every single show, I'm like, no offense. You know, we have to point them all out.
Well, everyone's like putting their burritos down.
I love like somebody who's just doesn't
on the fence.
Yeah, doesn't know they're fat. You're like,
still no offense.
I hate to break it to you, but I hate you too, based off that intro. Anyways,
you just have to ask people like, "What's your height?" Oh, yeah, no offense.
I mean, I have the little BMI card in my pocket. Mm-hmm. I'm not coming from like a place that's not scientific.
You could do older girl code if that comes out, right?
Hello, welcome back to Girl Code. Does your husband's dick shrivel against your dry, withered up vagina? It's the worst.
That's your heart.
I could do
fucking intros when I first started comedy. I mean, I was in Texas and I was doing a guest spot at some big club. And I was doing it for 2 years, maybe 3. I stunk to begin with. And this is how they brought me up. The guy, he goes, "Oh, we have a guy coming up. He's from New York. Supposed to be funny. We'll soon see."
Wow.
And I'm like, what the fuck?
Right.
And I'm new, so I didn't know if I, I would have I would have laid it,
Sure.
But, the intro sets the tone. If someone's going to bring you up going, she hates fat people, then all you could do is go with, I hate fat people.
Yeah.
It really was. I mean, that's the worst way to be introduced.
I said, well, we pick any group, too,
I loved it. You handled it like a fucking pro.
Thank you, Mateo.
What'd you do?
Fun. I just called everybody fat. I was like, he's right. You're disgusting. I don't know how any of you live with yourself.
Yes.
Well, the audience is very sensitive sometimes. Like, I used to do a joke where I'd say, I can't remember how it was, but I basically call the audience ugly.
Yeah, okay.
And then they get really upset by it.
Like it's like if you weren't, you'd be up here. Like, what are you doing?
Oh yeah, that's.
But not. I mean, it was a good joke. I don't remember, but it was clearly a joke.
Right.
But they'd still take offense to it.
Audiences get offended if I say faggot. I'm like, really?
Right. Yeah.
Really?
You're allowed,
you can't have it.
First of all, you're allowed to say whatever you are.
That's why my album's going to be called the N-word.
Yes. Yes, because so I was doing a show Thursday night, and some lady who wouldn't shut up. It was all about her, of course. Then, I don't know, I said something about my kids. She goes, ask me about my kids. I go, how many kids you have? She goes, well, I had 2. One died just recently died. I go, really? That's what you brought to the table? Right?
Dead child?
You know, so like,
I hope you laid into her.
I hope you gave it to her.
You fucking...
No, at the end of the night...
God took away your child because you don't know how to act.
Our show.
No, but then at the end of the show, I said to her,
oh my God, I hope you fucking... This is my show, bitch.
No, but who says...
You deal with the mourning of your child on your own time.
Who says, ask me about my kids, and then you do it, go, one's dead a year, or whatever, just died.
No, I agree.
What if she pulled it out of her
she's
purse?
probably eating like tater tots over a Diet Coke, and then she thinks it's okay to be like, my child died.
Right.
Well, where do you think this conversation's going to go?
Karen's right. Maybe it just happened.
No, it didn't. Well, what happened at the end of the show, I said to her, I go, look, I'm going to give you, anybody who had a child die within a year gets a free CD.
Oh, that's nice.
And then she said,
17 people got CDs. No. It's more common than you think.
And then she said, like a dummy, no, it was a year and a half ago. I go, well, now you just lost two things, right? She said, but I gave her a free CD signed, but people that try to take over the show. And
did people laugh at that last joke, though? Because I want to laugh at it, but it's hard.
Yes, it's kind of funny.
I like, intellectually, it's funny, but emotionally, I still have a hard time dealing with the fact that she lost a child.
I just am picturing
a free
her.
CD.
And, of course, yes.
I didn't get the CD?
Yeah, I gave it to her.
I just am picturing her, like, putting her CD to bed in the crib where a child used to
No, it was an old kid.
She's pushing it around in a...
She's trying to feed it. She's trying to feed it baby food.
Oh no, it was like a 20-year-old.
I mean, come on, he lived, right? Come on.
Oh,
it sits at the dinner table with her.
Right.
There's a meal in front of it. Why won't you eat?
Mange.
Look at that. That's the guy stealing all the sodas.
Is that
we see you.
Oh
we
my
see
God!
you.
Put your fucking.
That's
like if you ever see somebody coming out of the the at the airport
with all that
the first class lounge or whatever,
right.
And there's people just throwing shit into their. That's why they took away anything that's packaged. Now you have to like put it all on a plate and eat it there.
Yeah, I know.
Because there's not even bananas anymore.
No, they're peeled.
No, that's not true.
I know.
Oh,
there's still bananas though.
Are there?
Yes.
I didn't see
because
them.
I stole some the other day.
One time I saw a guy putting like 20 bags of chips into his bag.
I know, enough. I'm going to start calling people out.
One time I was at this restaurant and this guy was getting the buffet thing to go, which I didn't know you could do, but he was. And he took 7 pieces of bread. I was like, "Come on, dude!"
Oh, when we were at Charlie Brown's,
Charlie Brown's
before they closed and turned
That's
into
right.
a bank.
And I always think of him when I drive by and see that bank there. I go, "Yeah, it's Charlie Brown's would still be there if it wasn't for you and your fucking selfish."
Isn't it great that like memories like that will stay with you, but like really important stuff, you're like, God, I can't jog my memory, but like you go by a bank, one situation, someone took 7 pieces of bread, you're like, I'll never forget it.
Yeah,
that's your Vietnam.
Yes.
I can't let stuff go all the time. This guy, years and years ago, I worked this club years ago, and I stayed in a condo, and where there's a telephone. Then I went back the next time, and he took $25 out of my check, and I was only making like 75 or 125. I go, why'd you take 25? He goes, because last time you were here, you made phone calls. I go, no, I didn't.
This is going back a while.
Yeah, this is when there was phone calls and and he took $25 from me for something I 100% didn't do, and I couldn't it's haunted me ever since.
Can I ask a question? And this is off topic of what you're talking about, but you know how like in prison the guy they get burners.
What's a burner?
Yeah. Burner phones.
Those
burner phones, like drug dealer phones.
You know, they'll like somebody will put it up their ass and then get it.
I used to get those when I was really drinking.
Okay, so can you get online with those? No, they're just for phone calls.
Yeah.
So they're practically useless.
Yeah,
I mean, are they in prison like twirling the hair? It's like, anyways, Becky.
Yeah.
Fucking guards coming back. How's Tom? You know?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think so. Those are. I don't remember ever getting online. I only texted and called my mom.
You can't text though.
Yes.
Oh well, they're not completely.
Why?
Can you get
what's
pictures?
your question for?
Yeah.
Why? You're going to get some burners?
I think so, but they're horrible
I just
quality.
started thinking about that because the night of, the guy has a burner in prison, and I was like, well, why isn't he in his cell just all the time, constantly like on that fucking phone? That's the way I would be.
That show was so good, man.
Maybe you can, and it's just horrible quality. Like if
it is a flip phone.
If you try to look at like
those
Facebook,
are the only size you can put up your ass.
When you
I beg to differ.
Oh well.
When you come
we
up-
have an expert here.
the razor.
Hi, my name is Tom. I'm an ass expert.
Lube me up and say hello.
You could actually fit an iPad Mini.
Whoa!
I'm sure I haven't bottomed in a while, but I'm sure there's men who could put like a refrigerator up their ass.
Can you flip flop on the bottom top thing?
What do you mean? Like you do both with each other?
Yeah, I thought it was like one or the other.
No, you all the time.
It's
Verse.
called a verse.
See, bravo.
Oh my god.
It's exactly what it's called.
I
Do you
don't
know you're like humiliating me?
I'm not humiliating.
All my lady friends are like, "Oh my god, I heard her husband's gay." Now, have you ever heard him on the radio? He's always talking about
First of all,
I've never heard
nobody,
of it.
I hope, in our hometown listens to this.
I guarantee there's somebody that the other day at the pool, this woman was like, she's got her little kid in the pool, and then she goes, "You want some comedy material? Check out this one." Oh, really? I'm going to do fucking comedy about your 5-year-old?
To be fair, the kid was juggling, and
he had a dildo.
Yeah. I told Bonnie this when I play golf on the road with I'll play with strangers, don't know I'm a comic or whatever. You go, "Are you going to use him in my act?" And I always say, "You're not that important.
Yeah.
Nobody gives a fuck about you."
One time I switched a seat with a woman on a plane, and she goes, "Are you going to use this in your act?" And I was like, No,
because there's so many comics that do sitting next to fat people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh!
I was just going to say, how many seats was she in?
8.
Yeah.
I said something to a lady in the airport, and I feel bad now that I said it. Years ago.
Well, maybe she's listening.
I'm sorry. I had a big suitcase, and I was rolling
That probably a lot of people were. You could just say, "Come on," and say sorry. You know who you are, and it's like 18 people are like, "Oh, phew."
No,
in that case, I'm sorry.
and I had a big suitcase, and I was walking by, and the lady couldn't get around it, and she got upset. It was like I was getting in her way. She goes, "That's a big suitcase," and I go, "Well, you're a big lady." And now I feel bad that I said it.
Why would you? Even Karen, who hates fat people, wouldn't say that.
I hate them. You said she was a big lady? Was she a big lady? How big? Fat or morbidly obese?
Tall and big. Just like a
Viking.
Now,
listen, was her BMI off? Was she a fat, tall person?
She could have maybe dropped a sandwich.
All right, yeah, fuck her.
Okay. Here's the thing, because that's like an actual clinical term, morbidly obese.
Right.
I think it should be changed. That seems so mean to someone who's like, just because they're like 500 to 800 pounds.
It should be like hospicely obese.
But here's the thing about
it. Should be TLC obese.
Terminally obese.
We're worried about you obese.
TBS obese. Maury Povich obese.
When we're
the crane obese, like obese.
How do they get to the bathroom?
The crane. They lift them from the living room.
They have bedpans, and then their husbands or wives clean them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's the enabler. That's the one that should be.
Howard Stern did an interview with this woman who was like 600 pounds, and it's like her whole thing. Like she tries to get really big, and it's sexy, and there's all these people who pay her like for cam shows because they find it sexy. And her husband, who was very good shape, he keeps feeding her, loves cleaning up after her.
Yeah. Oh no, because there are some people that are caretakers. That's their thing, right? So it's just
but he was like fucking
to an
her,
extreme.
Loves her. He loves it.
Right.
How does he really know he's fucking her?
Yeah.
I know, it might just be a fold.
Every fold. All the folds.
We go,
I've had men miss my asshole. I can't imagine him finding it so easily on her.
Just Flesh Mountain.
we go, "Oh, it's mean to go after fat people." But you'll go after a heroin addict or a meth addict,
right?
Which is their addiction. Did we talk about this last time?
We touched upon it.
Okay, so did we touch upon it?
We touched. Yeah, no, that's my whole thing. But nobody wants to talk about food addiction. Nobody thinks it's real.
I mean, listen, obviously,
no. I think people think it's real.
I don't know. A lot of people think are like, it's okay if you can be fat and healthy, and I'm like, yeah, but morbidly obese. There's a difference between fat and morbidly obese.
How can you be fat and healthy? It's hard. Your heart can only handle so much weight, and it can only take so much.
Yeah.
So. When they say I'm fat and healthy or I'm doing drugs and I'm healthy, no, you're fucking up your body some way.
My only comment is it might be cultural as well, because I have family in Italy, and when I go to Italy, the percentage of people who are overweight is like, I think 8% of the country.
Yes.
I mean, it's so
like 75
low.
here.
People are really not, and you forget, like, and I come back home to America and it's shocking to
Same
look
with
around.
like Paris. Everybody in Paris is teeny tiny.
Well, you go to another country and you see fat people and you're like, oh, they're American.
Yeah.
You start to like, oh, there's some tourists.
Where's the pet? You know, it's like
go to fucking Amsterdam. They're all in shape. They ride bicycles every fucking where they go.
Yeah.
You know, they're all thin and fucking, you know, you go pretty much anywhere outside of this country, they're thin. I don't know about Italy.
Italy for sure. There's regional cooking. There are food. You know, it's like certain.
It's all healthy, natural ingredients that are like, you know, tomatoes from their yard that they're cooking.
But he's saying they're overweight there.
No, they're not.
He's saying they're not.
Only 8% is considered overweight
Because they're so into eating like real food with real ingredients. That's what he's saying. Like dishes that have been passed down over time that aren't like Cocoa
Plus, their addiction is alcohol.
Right.
No, the Italians are cigarettes.
I've said this a million.
That's why they're all.
Yeah.
I've said this a million times. If you're shoveling food down your kid's throat as a little kid, that's abuse. I mean, you wouldn't put alcohol, and you're raising that kid into a lifetime of fucking of horribleness, of, you know, just abuse.
Well, because if you're fat as a kid, it's really hard not to
undo
be.
it. I don't think fat people should reproduce. I think they should all be sterilized because it's in their system.
Is that what happened to gays a long time ago?
So these people get together and have kids. The kid that's fucked. The kid's screwed for life
because they don't have good eating habits or patterns.
Yeah, but even genetically, they're born with those cells that are going to get fatter.
I don't think that's true.
I read a study.
Oh,
I think a problem too is
it's like an online study. I've been reading a lot of the the International Obese Journal.
I think
Obesity Journal.
It's a big book.
There's so many hard words in it. I don't know what any of them mean.
America's a country of convenience. I mean, we're a culture of convenience, and if you look around, anywhere you go, every small town, it's fast food, fast food, fast food, fast food. You know, people aren't cooking in homes anymore with the family. People aren't. I am lucky that I grew up with an Italian mother. She's also Mexican, so it's like we grew up
like pasta tacos.
We grew up cooking with her, learning how to cook, learning what to eat. You know, these things were important, and I think the older we get, it's just convenience. Convenience is more important.
You're 100% right. There's a documentary called Overfed and Undernourished, and that's what the whole thing is about. We don't cook anymore. We don't grow. We don't garden. We don't do any of that stuff.
We don't do anything.
Bonnie and I garden.
You guys are rich.
No.
Come on, just tell people you're rich. It sounds cool.
Fucking Rolex is heavy. Lady Trucker's on the line.
I would love to talk to Lady Trucker.
Hi, Lady Trucker.
Lady Trucker.
Lady
She probably wants to hear from a woman. Hey, Lady Trucker.
Lady Trucker.
So talented.
Lady Trucker.
Did you hit the right button?
I'm pretty sure.
It's pink.
It's working?
Lady Trucker.
Dump it. He's saying dump it. Let her call back. Something's not working.
Who's the other call from Alberta?
Go ahead, Alberta.
Hey, Rich, you told this story about, you told the lady that...
Wait, I just want to
accent.
I want to like settle into that accent for a second. It's so home.
Yeah, it makes you feel like home, eh, Bonnie?
Where do you live?
I don't even hear it. So I don't know.
It's there.
It's so there.
Shit.
Where do you live?
In Alberta.
Right, but where? I'm from Cold Lake.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
I live in Calgary, but when you live in Alberta, you go everywhere for work, right?
I guess I didn't know that, but now I do.
I knew. So hey, my story about my wife slipping up, just like Rich was saying, he told that lady she was a big lady because she had a big suitcase.
Yeah.
We went to Mexico and she was in a little shop buying some tequila or something. And they only took cash, so she says, can you go run to the ATM and get some money? So I take off, I run a couple blocks, and I come back. And she goes, we have to go. I was like, oh, I thought we were buying a thing. She's like, no, we have to go. We have to get out of here. So she drags me out. I said, what happened? She goes, well, I fucked up. I don't know what I said, but I said something wrong. So, well, tell me the story. She goes, she tried this tequila that the guy let her sample. And then he let her try something else, some other kind of coffee liqueur. And she goes, oh, that's great. You know, we would get both. I don't have enough room in my luggage. maybe next time I'll leave my panties at home. And she thought, why the fuck did I say that? I said, why did you say that to that guy?
I think your wife's
I was trying to think of something to leave out of my luggage so I have room for the coffee. I was like, why'd you say fucking hairdryer or something?
I'm sure it was an accident.
Do you know what? This is you're such a nice guy and a good caller. But I didn't find any humor in that story.
Hey, I liked it. I liked it. You call back anytime. You're the best.
I love Alberta.
It was like a story within a story.
There's ice cream over there.
He went out to get it.
I would talk to you much longer, but we unfortunately have come to the end of our show. So.
No, we got more time, but get rid of them.
Bye, Alberta.
Well, that was a long way to go about panties. I should have
Come on,
he's not a pro. I just couldn't get over his accent. I mean, I know I have an accent, but like that was like Yamahama.
That's how my family talks.
Wait,
Lady Trucker.
Wait, you think?
Hey, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yay!
Wait. Is your accent from Provincetown? You don't have an accent.
Chicago.
You don't have an accent.
Yes, I do.
P-Town.
You can't hear my Chicago accent?
No.
I can hear it.
Yeah.
Chicago.
That's all I get from everyone all the time.
Really?
Yes,
I can't
very
tell.
much. I don't obviously hear it, but then people will say, "Oh my God, you're from Chicago." I'm like, "Yeah."
And when you go home, it like revs up even harder.
My mom. I call my mom. I'm like, "Oh my God, my mom is like, it's intense how she talks."
All right.
I should call my mom and make her talk.
Lady Trucker, what do you need?
I need attention.
Okay, what are you calling for?
Well, you guys are talking about morbidly obese people, and I'm a morbidly obese person.
Okay, so Karen, do you have anything to say to Lady Trucker?
Are you driving right now?
Yes.
I mean, you don't sound morbidly obese.
Ooh, thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Wheezing as I talk or something?
No, I can just usually hear like heavy breathing and like extra chin stuff.
Buttons and respirators and
just all the apparatus.
Jerry Springer coming into the back.
You can sometimes hear someone's shout.
They're like choking on their own cheeks. You sound good.
But she's a trucker, so it's tough not to be fat as a trucker,
Right,
I would
sedentary,
imagine. Because you're sitting down all day and eating out of boredom.
Can you do your Kegels?
Drive-throughs, probably. Do you have any health complications, trucker lady?
Yeah, I got, my legs are fat, so I gotta wear wraps on the bottom of my legs because the blood doesn't want to go back up my leg.
Wow.
My friend's dad has to do that.
Do that, wow. Like Ace bandages wraps? What do you mean?
Like
they're actually it's neoprene wrap.
Hey, listen, we only got. Hey, listen, Fatso, we only got 3 minutes.
We're gonna
so get
save
to
her
the
life.
point.
Hey, no problem.
Can you do some jumping jacks right now?
Lady Trucker, you're the best. I'm sorry you called so late.
Thanks, guys.
Okay,
Bye.
Try to lift your own legs.
I didn't mean to call her Fatso. I meant to say thank you for calling.
Right. I liked her.
No,
I wanted to talk to her more.
We can't. We got to wrap
next
it up.
time. Next time you're here.
I really want to talk to her.
Now that you're our new third mic.
Guys, thanks for having me on the show.
You were very funny and very informative.
I'm just trying to find my...
You're booked again the following week after next. I'll send you the confirmation.
Okay, I'll come on time.
Yep. Come on time. Come on me.
All right.
Okay.
You'll be disappointed.
Right. Well, you'll probably taste better than most guys.
Probably not.
This
Why?
Thursday
You're
through
so
Sunday.
healthy and clean.
This Thursday through Sunday, I'll be at the Omaha. Funny Bone in Nebraska. Thursday through Sunday. Wednesday night, Hard Rock Casino in Sioux City, Iowa. If you're buying on Amazon, go to amazon.richvoss.com. 141 IQ still on iTunes. Bonnie?
I'm this weekend, next weekend, I'm at the New York Comedy Club on the Friday and then Stand on the Saturday. Cool. And then next Tuesday, I'm at the Village Underground for that.
I like that room.
Creeps with kids
it's pretty.
Kids with creeps. Kids with creeps? Creeps with kids.
And when are you at Governor's?
Oh, wait, I got to do the 17th. September 17th. This is the important one. Put it in your calendar. It's a Saturday, and it's at 6 o'clock, and it's at the Cornelia Street Cafe. So get your tickets. I don't know how to do it, but just figure it out.
We have to run. Once this show's over, we got to run the fuck out to get to the stand.
And thank you guys for both being here.
Come to Governor's this weekend. Me and Lisa Traeger will be there.
That's
and I'll
a great
be on Seth
show.
Meyers on Thursday.
You will love it if you go see that show.
Who's headlining that show?
We're co-headlining.
Oh.
She does time and I do time.
Who goes on last?
Normally me.
Oh, Lisa.
She says it's a likability thing. Those are her words.
Can I ask one question?
Yeah.
Sure.
Did you, Mateo, did you actually sleep with the same guy your brother did? Was that a true tweet?
Yeah, that's true.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Who tweeted at you?
I did a little research before the show.
Oh, yeah. I slept with my brother and I slept with the same bartender. So it's the ultimate hand-me-down. That's probably the joke, right?
Yeah.
And your Eskimo brothers.
Yeah, we are Eskimo brothers, literally.
We're out. Thank you for listening.
Bye, guys.
That's interesting. Thank you, guys. Bye.